gingerbread molding, colonial columns, a stained glass window, a white picket fence. Owning your own home is still a big piece of the American dream. One of America's most innovative real estate networks can help you put the pieces together. No matter which door you want to enter, which window you want to look out of. Peace of mind. It comes with every piece of the rock.
A new set of academic standards will go into effect in 1995. To practice, play, or receive an athletic scholarship, freshmen will need a minimum grade point average in at least 13 core courses in high school, and a minimum score on the SAT or the ACT. Make it a point to talk to your coach or guidance counselor about these requirements. Prepare yourself now. It's never too early to hit the books.
This message provided by the NCAA.
The Prudential Halftime Report has been brought to you by the Prudential. Peace of mind. It comes with every piece of the rock.
We're just about done. First, a reminder what we have next Saturday here on ABC's College Football. #1 Nebraska Cornhuskers and the UCLA Bruins. The Fighting Irish of Notre Dame invade Michigan State. Or the Alabama Crimson Tide roll into Arkansas. Check your local listings for the game in your area and call your local cable company for information on games available on pay-per-view. That's all the time we have. We'll be back right after this.
You let Vince drive your new Bonneville just to the game. Guy's a wild man.
He wanted to see how the Bonneville stacked up to his BMW. I got his attention when I told him I had traction control, dual airbags, and even more horsepower than his BMW, and for thousands less.
So you think he'll like it?
Well, I suppose he does.
Where is that guy?
You still make a great lasagna.
My son is making it now. I'll tell you, a while back, I didn't think there'd be a restaurant for him.
This place, it's always busy.
That wasn't the problem. It was everything else. It was insurance and health plans. My guy at PaineWebber, he helped me out with all that.
The stockbroker.
Yes, he even set us up with a 401k.
I guess you must really know how important this place is to your family.
Yeah. Because he took the time to ask.
Take a deep breath. Count to 10. And get ready.
What is going on here?
To take the fall. Charlie Sheen.
Are you out of your mind? Yes! Yes, I am!
Nastasha Kinski.
How do you stop this thing?
Terminal Velocity, rated PG-13. Starts Friday, September 23rd at a theater near you.
Visa salutes American Olympic champions. In the 110-meter hurdle, Roger Kingham nipped the favorite Greg Foster in one of the closest races of the Los Angeles Games.
It is Foster moving up in lane 1. It is Kingham on the outside. It is Foster and Kingham.
In continued support of amateur athletics, Visa today is proud to donate another $1,000 to the U.S. Olympic team to support future Olympic hopefuls in their quest for the gold.
Come on! I can't take it anymore. Sparky! Go get help, boy!
Stuck in the nightmare of everyday life? You need help.
Come here, boy! Keep running! A Visa application?
Only Visa enrolls you in Visa Rewards, where 10% of every purchase goes towards savings on fabulous vacation packages. Look in your mail for a Visa application and get away from it all with Visa Rewards.
Welcome back. We'll get you out to the second half in just a moment. But first, a report from ABC News. Let's join John Martin in Washington.
Good afternoon. The search for clues in the crash of USAir 427 began in earnest today as investigators combed the area near Pittsburgh's airport. ABC's Jim Hickey tells us about the first major bit of evidence, the recorded cockpit transmissions.
In the final moments of Flight 427, it appears the aircraft went totally out of control. An FAA transcript of the conversation between the cockpit and the Pittsburgh control tower shows the pilots turning to a new heading, as instructed. Then, somebody in the cockpit exclaims, "Oh, God," and swears. The tower immediately tells the pilots to maintain altitude, an indication the plane was falling. From the cockpit, more swearing. Somebody shouts, "Traffic emergency." That was the last transmission from the plane. Federal investigators say the aircraft's flight data recorder shows it unexpectedly rolled to the left and nosedived into the ground.
From 6,000 feet to impact in 23 seconds.
Investigators say they don't know yet what caused the plane to pitch over and nose in. They say both engines were apparently working properly moments before the crash. The investigation is a long and painstaking process, partly because of the incredible devastation and partly because of where it is. The plane went down in heavily wooded and steep terrain, which makes the job more difficult, and so does all that debris. Jim Hickey, ABC News, Aliquippa, Pennsylvania.
There'll be more on the crash and on airline safety tomorrow on This Week with David Brinkley. 6 days ago, New York police called it exceptional work by a team of well-prepared criminals. Today, they announced they have solved the $1 million burglary at Tiffany's. ABC's Cynthia McFadden has the details.
Less than a week after the famed Fifth Avenue jewelry store was robbed of more than $1 million worth of rubies, diamonds, and emeralds, the New York police say they've solved the crime. Police confirmed this afternoon that 6 suspects have been arrested. The burglary was the biggest theft in the company's 157-year history. 457 pieces of jewelry were stolen at gunpoint. The well-executed heist made police suspect from the beginning that the crime was an inside job. Last Sunday evening, the thieves forced a guard to tell co-workers that they were his cousins who needed to use the bathroom. The thieves disabled the alarms and took the security surveillance tapes with them. A perfect crime? Not quite. Police say the thieves may have made off with the jewels, but at least one of them left his fingerprints behind. Cynthia McFadden, ABC News, New York.
There were not supposed to be talks in the baseball strike today, but there were. Talks about side issues. The player's salary cap remains the big sticking point, and the Chicago Tribune reports that acting baseball commissioner Bud Selig will shut down the talks and the season for good on Monday. That's the news for now. I'm John Martin in Washington. Now back to the game.
Every day, we all find a way. A promise made, a promise kept, giving it our best.
Only the best garages display the NAPA Auto Care sign. You know they'll fix it right using NAPA parts. No wonder Americans trust NAPA Auto Care centers to keep their vehicles running.
We keep America running. We keep America running.
Got you, my pretty, and a little battery, too. Have a fire, bunny.
Still going. Nothing outlasts the Energizer battery. It keeps going and going.
Hey, what's this? You've been driving inputs for years.
I like the Grand Am more.
Well, yeah, but looks are in everything.
Excuse me.
Okay, so it's fun to drive. Come on.
It's got anti-lock brakes and an airbag standard. And even with a V6, it costs thousands less than a Accord or Camry.
Whoa, so I'm talking to a convert.
We are driving excitement, Pontiac.
It feels good to be driving American again.
Pontiac, Pontiac.
The Bears want to roar back to respectability. But Randall Cunningham and the Eagles are ready to fly. They meet on ABC's Monday Night Football.
Get it moving.
Keep on moving. Keep on moving.
And the silver bullet has the taste to keep it moving. Coors Light. Naturally brewed for a taste that goes down easy. Coors Light. Keep on moving.
Looking good. Facing with your car is a great idea.
Yeah, especially when it's my new Grand Am.
Well, you couldn't take my car. It doesn't have anti-lock brakes or an airbag.
Or 150 horsepower. Your car couldn't keep up with me.
Man, this engine is really smooth.
What?
I said you're really starting to move.
Hey, where are you?
Financial concerns, medical problems, anxiety about the future. 50 million Americans turn for help to one particular company, a company whose sole purpose has always been to bring them to a different state of mind. Peace of mind, security, protection, optimism. Peace of mind. It comes with every piece of the rock.
So have you made any decisions yet?
I'm thinking about taking the job up at Meyer and Holt.
Really?
Yeah, it's a lot less than I was making, but there really isn't much out there.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
You remember, like 7, 8 years ago, we talked to Craig Miller over at PaineWebber, and he thought there were some things we should do to make sure that we're covered for Jack's college, paying off the house, so things are going to be okay.
Lucky he knew what we needed.
He knew because he asked.
Shake it, no dandruff. You've got Selsun Power. Brush it, no flakes. You've got Selsun Power with Selsun Blue. Doctors recommend it #1 over all leading brands. Dandruff problem? No way. You've got Selsun Power.
Goodyear announces all Wranglers on sale for pickups, 4x4s, and vans. And that's not all. Save 25% on selected passenger and performance radials. Sale ends September 17th at participating Goodyear retailers.
We're going where? You don't have to yell.
Home improvement moves to Tuesday, September 20th.
If you want to know the type of person that Doc Hastings is, you should talk to the people who've known him best. Doc is very level-headed and down-to-earth.
I think Doc thoroughly understands agriculture. I believe Doc has a thorough knowledge of agriculture and its problems, including water shortages.
There's no one I know that has more integrity than Doc Hastings, and we can count on him to represent the mainstream, broad interests of the area.
Doc is the kind of guy, when he tells you he's going to do something, that's what he's going to do. His word is his bond.
Notice, through this Monday, Yakima's leading dealer has moved to the Montgomery Ward Plaza. It must be his automotive clearance event. Millions of dollars of new used vehicles, sacrifice price voices posted on every remaining new 94. Make any offer. Every used vehicle up to $3,000 off. Make any offer, spin the wheel, and win up to $100. Every price posted, buy with no money down. Free hot dogs, Pepsi, popcorn, and balloons. Plus $25 donated to United Way for every vehicle purchased. Through this Monday only at the Montgomery Ward Plaza, presented by Steve Hahn's Performance VW Audi Suzuki.
KAPP 35 congratulates Yakima, recognized as an All-America city.